everyone! Do you want to go on vacation to Hong Kong? However, you don't know what documents and terms and conditions must be prepared. Here, I will tell you about the documents and terms and conditions needed if you want to vacation in Hong Kong. First, there is a list of documents that must be prepared, including 1. Name, 2. Passport number or Hong Kong identity number, 3. The original test report document from the laboratory or health institution conducting the nucleic acid test, 4. A letter issued by the relevant authority from the government where the laboratory or healthcare institution is located. This letter must state that the laboratory or healthcare institution is recognized or approved by the government. 5. Confirmation of hotel room reservation in Hong Kong for no less than 14 days starting on the day of arrival in Hong Kong. This confirmation can be printed or displayed in digital format and must be written in English. Tourists who have a home address or residence in Hong Kong will also be required to undergo a 3-day quarantine at the hotel. And document number 1 until 4 must be written in English or Chinese. In addition, before checking in, tourists will also be asked to fill out a form regarding their travel history for the last 14 days. Then, tourists are also required to fill in the Hong Kong Ministry of Health's online health declaration form and show the generated QR code to get specific stuff, which code can be in print or digital form. Travelers who cannot meet these requirements will not be allowed to travel. However, this new requirement does not apply to passengers transiting through Hong Kong. Then, in detail about the documents that must be prepared, such as a negative rapid antigen test. Result must be in English or Chinese, which shows 1. Name that match the travel document, 2. Samples are collected within 24 hours prior to the scheduled departure of your direct flight to Hong Kong. There is also a vaccination record requirement. If you have been vaccinated, as documentary evidence, tourists must present a vaccination record in the print or digital form written in English or Chinese. Then, the name on the vaccination record must match the name on your passport or valid travel document. Another thing that must be ensured is that the vaccination record must include the name of the COVID-19 vaccine, the number of doses received, and the date the dose was given. You will be considered fully vaccinated if you have been vaccinated for at least 14 days from the date you received your last dose. Other terms and conditions for vacationing in Hong Kong include quarantine. In Hong Kong, tourists must quarantine in hotels for 3 days and use masks, both indoors and outdoors. The quarantine rules for Hong Kong tourists are 1. Completely vaccinated and have a vaccination record recognized by the relevant authorities. 2. Undergo a nucleic acid test before departure within 48 hours with a negative result, except for children under 3 years. 3. Travelers who have previously been infected with COVID-19 may not be required to undergo a nucleic acid test prior to departure to board a flight to Hong Kong if they have evidence to show that they were infected with the virus during the previous 14 until 90 days and have recovered. However, they still need a negative rapid antigen test to be carried out within 24 hours before boarding. 4. Travelers are required to book a quarantine hotel for 3 nights and will transfer to a quarantine hotel by transportation designated by the authority. 5. Travelers must follow the namely mandatory quarantine at the designated quarantine hotel for 3 nights, followed by medical supervision for 4 nights. During medical supervision, travelers are permitted to stay at home or in other self-arranged accommodations. 6. Traveler must complete the health and quarantine information statement before boarding and show the health declaration QR code generated after the statement is complete at check-in to be verified by the relevant airline. The health assessment to be present can be a downloadable version of the QR code, a screenshot, or a printout. The health declaration QR code will be valid for 96 hours, and inbound travelers can submit the declaration form as early as 3 days before the scheduled arrival time in Hong Kong. 7. Travelers must be subject to a test and hold arrangement consisting of a PCR test and a rapid antigen test at the airport upon arrival in Hong Kong. 8. Travelers undergo a nucleic acid test on the day of arrival. 2nd, 4th, 6th, and 9th of arrival in Hong Kong. Also, a daily rapid antigen test is required until the 10th day of arrival in Hong Kong. 9. Travelers are required to install and update the Leave Home Safe mobile application to version higher and to ensure that the relevant mobile device can connect to the internet. 10 or less, during quarantine arrangement, travelers must be subject to the undergo restrictions under the vaccine pass of the Leave Home Safe mobile app and are not allowed to enter high-risk places involving activities or groups such as restaurants, bars, and others. There's the information. Thank you.